Um, I'll be speaking briefly on um, sources of dreams. So, two sources of dream. There are two sources where we can get dreams from. We have the soulish dream, the one from the soul, and we have spiritual dreams. Now, let me start with the soulish dream. That's the one from the soul. This one originates from your soul. It depends on the thoughts you have before going to bed, the film you have watched, or the last moment before sleep. That's what sponsors the soulish dream. That's why some of us will discover that, okay, if you watch, maybe for example you watch an action film and you have a dream and you see that they're shooting everywhere and you're just jumping just like that actor you watch in the movie. You are jumping and you are shooting people. It's a dream, but just know that dream is a soulish dream. Are you there? It's taking its origin from the last thing you did before you came to bed. Are you getting what I'm saying? So some of those dreams, there are certain dreams we have them, and we are having those dreams because that was our last thought. For instance, you are thinking about a person and you now dreamt you saw the person. Maybe there's a sister in your mind for marriage, or there's a brother in your mind for marriage, and you have been thinking about the brother or the sister. Now, if you now go to sleep and you see that person, that one is not from God, it's from your soul. That's a soulish dream. So a soulish dream can originate from your last thoughts before going to bed. Are you there? The last film you watched or the last moment you had before going to sleep. Are you there? So a soulish dream usually originates from things around us. The what we have experienced, our experience from the day. Those are the root of soulish dream. So the a soulish dream usually take its origin from the experience of the day. I hope you understand. Now, another source of dream is the spiritual dreams. This one comes from a total different source. It can be from God or the devil. I hope you know God is a spirit as well as the devil. The devil is also a spirit. So when we say spiritual dreams now, this one can come from either God or the devil because both of them are spirits. I hope you know that the devil is also a spirit. I said that earlier. Now, when your dreams comes from the Spirit of God, then it will align with the will of God. But if it is from the devil, it won't align with God. For instance, it's possible you can have a dream and you see somebody chasing you, somebody very dear to you. And if you are not wise, you can just wake, you can stand from that dream and begin to see that person as your enemy, which may not necessarily be true because sometimes the devil can use a person's image, against you, just so that it can stir up hatred in your heart for that person. So, spiritual dreams is now divided into two. One, it can come from God and it can come from the devil. So, when a dream is from the devil, it will lack, there's, it will lack, alignment with the will of God. That's why every child of God must be familiar with the will of God. So that everything you see, you have to go and compare it with the will of God. Does it look like God's will? If no, then it is not from God. That will now be the will of God will now become the basis for our judgment. It will become the basis for our conclusion. And if it aligns with the will of God, of course we can go for it. Are you getting what I'm saying?